consequential my art anytime.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Rick and Dave Comic Book Hour. I'm Rick.
I'm Dave.
And in this issue we're going to be reviewing two animated features, one from DC and one from Marvel. The Marvel one is the Hulk and Iron Man team up.
Heroes United.
And the other one we will get to is the new Justice League War. It was based off the first 6 issues of the new
Justice
52.
League. Yeah, Justice League's new 52.
First up is the Hulk and Iron Man. And this one, it's action. That's all it is. It's just, I mean, it's a slugfest. It starts off with the Hulk and the Abomination. Don't know why they're fighting, how they met, we don't care. They just bang, beating.
Yeah, they're just two big guys beating the crap out of each other.
So, then,
in the mighty Marvel manner. And then they kind of work in Iron Man.
Yeah, then Iron Man shows
up and he's got his own helicarrier and all kinds of stuff. So
then, so quickly exit the Abomination. We have no idea what happens to him. He just disappears.
Yeah, they get in a fight and he lands. And then Hulk turns around because Iron Man shows up and whatnot, and he turns back around and he's gone. And that's the last we see of Abomination.
Yep.
Just gone.
Yeah.
Probably just leaped away and that was it.
Yeah.
But then that leads into the...
Well, in this version, the Hulk is not completely stupid. So he can trade or barbs with Iron Man. Plus, the the occasional Hulk punching him like he was punching Thor in the Avengers movie. So that goes on as they're trying to also battle the bad guy,
which is the
Zax,
the electric powered
villain.
So they're trying to figure out a way. Well, after we do the Hulk and Iron Man beating the tar out of each other for a while, and then they finally decide to work together long enough to defeat the Zax. Yeah, so it kind of mutated and grew and became the real menace, and so they had to figure out how to stop it. And so the whole thing's just one big slugfest.
There's nothing else. There's no subplot. There's no
real deep anything. There's no extra. No pepper pots.
No, nothing.
71 minutes of action, basically. So it's pretty entertaining for the most part. It's done in the computer CGI style,
which I'm not a big fan of,
but it kind of works since the villain's the Zax, and he's all electric and sparkly.
Oh, I bought it brand new out the door for the Blu-ray price, but most of you should. But he's going to wait. I think when it gets to 10, 15, you might want to. If you're not a big fan, you might want to snag it just to have it in your collection to complete it.
But anyway, so moving on.
Special features is one of these mashup things.
Oh yeah, those are funny.
Those are funny.
Marvel's been doing these mashups from their old cartoons
from the 80s or 70s or whatever.
So I think some of them might even go from the 60s.
Yeah.
But they take quips from it and put all this mashup, and then they put different words to. It's like one of these Japanese things. You see their mouth moving, but they're not matching up to what they're saying. So that was pretty fun to watch.
Okay, next up is
Justice League War, and this is based off of DC's New 52. The first 6 issues of the Justice League comics, where basically it's just Justice League coming together because Darkseid's trying to invade Earth, and so they're showing that's how they introduce all the characters and how they basically first time they actually meet each other. I guess some of them knew about each other, And like Green Lantern is like, oh, Batman's for real. So in this version, they use, the original story is kind of an underlying theme as the origin of Cyborg. And in this version of the cartoon, they use Shazam as opposed to Aquaman. And I think they primarily did that to give a younger voice, I guess, into the story.
Just give Shazam some FaceTime too.
Yeah, I guess it gives Shazam some time, and so since Cyborg's basically, I don't know, 18, 19, he might be a little bit older in this version here.
He's in high school.
Yeah.
Because he's talking about his dad not wanting to go to a football game. Yeah, scholarship in college. But the thing I understand is high school must be pretty rich because this stadium looked professional they were playing. Unless it was a state playoff game somewhere, but I mean they played.
Well, yeah, because I went back and reread the first 6 issues, and the way Jim Lee drew it, it was like a typical high school stadium. So why they used like this indoor stadium for the cartoon, I don't know. It kind of gave the illusion like it's more college than like he was in college going to pro as opposed to going from high school to college. You might even think he was a pro
already because of how fancy the stadium was. But anyway, that's the underlying current, of course, is Victor and his father's relationship gets strained because he doesn't want his son playing sports or going to his school on a scholarship because his dad is a famous scientist and can pay for college.
Well, then his dad's also got this. He's been working in the field and seeing these super beings popping up, and he's like, well, you got these super beings, so what's the point of playing football? You know, it's like, that makes no sense. You could be better than that or something. But so we got Darkseid invading, and they use Shazam in this, and which I think is pretty cool because he's like the magical version of Superman, you know, as far as powers go and stuff. And then the New 52 version of Darkseid, he's basically a giant. You know, he's like 10 feet tall or something like that. And they got so they got a, which I thought was pretty cool since, you know, you can't assume every alien being that we're going to cross is going to be an average 6 foot high, like, you know, most of us Earthlings, somewhere in that ballpark. You know, Darkseid is making
Earth into the next
another apocalypse.
Another apocalypse where they can come and live.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Then he's also stealing the people and transforming them into soldiers of some sort too, the parademons and whatnot. Yeah. So there's all that going on.
Where they all have their conflict and then they come together to work as a team. And
and they got some issues of who's supposed to be leading this, that, or the next thing. And obviously Batman's the natural leader of the group, but then he has to go save Superman, so he tells Green Lantern, since you're loud, you know, maybe you make enough noise and they'll follow you anyway. And Green Lantern thinks he can do everything since he's got his power ring.
A good movie. There's more of a subplot to this than this one, definitely. I mean, you got relationships that are more in depth. You got the issue with Victor and his dad. I don't know if you plan on buying this for like a little one, thinking that PG-13 is just for the violence. Now it's all, the language is there.
Yeah, so yeah, if you got younger kids, you know, while I'm hearing too much of that, then you might want to hold off a little bit. But and as far as the extras go, they have a really good interview with Jim Lee in this, which is really fun to watch.
It's a good buy at any price.
Alrighty, well, thanks for watching.
See you later.